I haven't adjusted the camera yet, because when I turn on the camera, I was like, this is basically everyone's eye level. Most people's eye level when they meet me in person. Or maybe this. Those of you who know me in real life know this to be true. I'm like, hello! The short one has arrived. Alright, I have to like climb a little. I look like a hamster. To like climb over my microphone. Hang on. Hang on. Do the intro. Hear ye, hear ye! The Easter Bunny of Tea has returned! Easter Bunny of Tea. Teaster Bunny! Your resident Teaster Bunny is here. If you're new here, hi, welcome to the chaos. Come one, come all to the reaction sleepover. This is where we get cozy and react to stuff. Today we're doing more Bridezillas and other Weddingzillas. Today, actually, it's the whole family. Don't worry, there's plenty of horrible behavior to go around, and we are going to react to it and discuss how people can be better than this, and hopefully encourage all of us, including ourselves, to be good humans. Whoa, costume change. The Teaster Bunny will be right back because I forgot to record. If you have a story of your own you want to share, whether it's Bridezilla related, Weddingzilla related, just about anything, any outrageous story you feel like sharing, and for some reason you want this random goober on the internet to read it, go ahead and email me or link in description to go to the subreddit and submit it, and you just might see it in a video, and we'll read it and talk about it and just have a grand old time. Have a grand old sleepover. All right. Back to you, Teaster Bunny. Am I the a-hole for not attending my cousin's wedding because I am not in it? Brace yourselves, it's a long one. My cousin, 25 female, was a bridesmaid in my, 33 female, wedding a year ago, shortly after she was engaged herself. She sees some event styling I've done and asks if I will throw her a bridal shower since I'm so talented. Did she do that? You are so talented. I tell her I would be honored, that she should just send me her bridesmaids info as I live several states away and would need local help. At the time, she tells me that she will just have a maid of honor. I said I understood and to just send me that person's info so we could work together. 10 months later, I see on Instagram that my cousin has sent out our bridesmaid proposals. More air quotes. Here's your bridesmaid proposal. To several women. The same day, she calls me asking if I'm still willing to throw her a bridal shower. I told her that I was more than happy to help still, but that I saw that she has several local friends as bridesmaids now that could help /host/plan. She told me that they don't really want to do that, and they aren't going to throw her one. That's unfortunate. She tells me she'll get back to me. I love the image of this woman just only talks in air quotes. Just all the passive aggression. Oh, I love you. You're my friend. You're just like, well, can you just talk to me like a normal person? She's like, sure. Okay, I'm done. A couple days later, I get a mass text from my aunt, cousin's mom, inviting all the ladies in the family to a bridal shower 2 weeks away. I text her and ask if she's hosting and how I can help. She tells me that she'll have my cousin let me know what's needed. Okay. Turns out my cousin is now throwing her own bridal shower, and I received a 30+ items list of things she needs from me. I have a habit of being too nice and allowing myself to be walked over, so I tried setting a firm boundary and told her I could take a few of the things off her list, but that most of the needs were better suited for someone local. That seems fair. 30 plus. It doesn't even end at 30. Ugh. And like she said, it's not necessarily that I am not willing to help you. I'm just literally not there. I will do the things I can. Let's see how well this plays out. Games, game cards, and balloons are what I took on. I fully personalized games and paper goods, including a crossword puzzle, had them printed, ordered custom, golf pencils, etc. What's a golf pencil? It's hard to type with one hand. Oh, it's literally just a pencil. For some reason, my mind immediately went to like a pencil shaped like a golf. As if you could somehow write with that. She then asks if on top of these duties, if I can make her wedding invites for the wedding in 1.5 months. Months? I assume that's months. I agreed, made custom invites, RSVP cards, rehearsal dinner invites. She ordered them. I don't make very much money, but showing up and showing out for my cousin was a must in my mind, because you are a sweet angel soul. It's what family does. You're so kind. I have a bad feeling she's gonna take advantage of this. I feel like every story we read of someone unfortunately dealing with a bridezilla or some kind of zilla, like let's this whole community, like, we're gonna do a big group hug for him, okay? Like, you are safe here. It's okay. We haven't even got to the drama part. I'm just like bracing myself. I don't make very much money, but showing up and showing, oh, I already read that. So I got the most affordable flights. I almost read it as fights. Most affordable fights. They're gonna be in a cage match. This is the bridal shower. Let's go! Whoever wins the Macy's gift card. Is Macy's even still around? So I got the most affordable flights I could that had a ridiculous turnaround and leveraged myself a bit, trying to make all the things I did special for her. I arrived early the day before the brunch shower, and after breakfast together as a family, went straight into helping however I could, which ended up being a lot. Go on. Don't just spill the tea. Knock it over. Nothing had been done when I arrived. Why? Like, I'm assuming you didn't get there when it started. It would make sense that people would be doing things before you arrived. No decor, no food, no plans, no balloon pump as requested. I ended up blowing up hundreds of balloons by mouth. Ugh, the plastic. She had to brush her teeth like 5 times that night. Just gasping for breath. I did it! Seriously, blowing up balloons by yourself is no joke. Was she the only one blowing up the balloons? Oh, come on. Blowing up balloons is like, that's a group activity. All in, I was up until nearly 1 a.m. working with my family to pull off the IG-worthy shower. So it sounds like at least other members were helping. That's good. During this time, my cousin had made a few comments. Man, I should have invited you to the engagement party. I didn't know you were so good at this stuff. I never knew there was an engagement party, and I wasn't gonna have any bridesmaids, but then John had 6 groomsmen, so I had to come up with 6 people fast. So I just started picking people. I was still short, so I thought I'd just ask one of his girl cousins. I told her at the time that I honestly found that a bit offensive, that she didn't even consider one of her several female cousins on our side. I told her it was kind of hurtful to hear how nonchalant the picking was, and we still weren't even considered. Yeah, that's a little weird. Like, benefit of the doubt, maybe she felt panicked, I guess, because she did have to come up with people fast, but wouldn't you think that the first people you think of are the people who are closest to you? Seems fishy. She laughed awkwardly and moved on to a new subject. I didn't press it because I didn't want to make a big deal on her special weekend. I kept working, and at 2 a.m. even made her a Snapchat filter. Can do that? Wow. For the day because I knew she wanted one. The next morning, I was up early finishing things with my family. The games, the itinerary, the cleaning, I end up doing it all of it? All of it? What was your family doing? As much as I kept trying to encourage delegation to others, I was being asked to do more? What the heck is wrong with everyone? Did everyone just sit around playing Candy Crush or something while you did everything? They're just like, yes, that looks fine. Keep going. Carry on, servant. Like, what in the audacity? Also, that's like low-key a merch idea I've had. I have plenty of like merch ideas. Let me know if you'd be interested in merch, because I know I'm a small channel, but I mean, it's something, it's a little bit of a dream to like, you know, do merch. That would be cool. But anyway, the idea is audacity, like it's audacity, but after, instead of a Y, it's T-E-A, audacity. Or it could be like, what in the audacity? I don't know. What do you think of that? I didn't complain. I didn't grimace. I tried to put my cousin's feelings and desires first. Not one bridesmaid helped? What? That's so weird, dude. Why does like no one seem to care? Seems like everyone's taking advantage of you. That sucks. Hug time. Come here. At that point, you should have been like, listen here, you little leeches. You're gonna go do this. I'm not doing all of this. Ooh, rage is occurring. The rage is starting. Eye twitches engaged. The shower was wrapping up, and as I was cleaning, I heard my name from the mouths of a group of girls who were discussing how they were going to ask if they could use my employer's $1 million Airbnb for the bachelorette, but that since I wasn't coming to the batch, they didn't. I was never even told nor invited. I mean, this person isn't a bridesmaid, so like technically I guess she doesn't have to go, but like at this point she's like honorary bridesmaid, right? She's literally doing everything, and these seemingly ungrateful little worms aren't doing a thing. It was then I realized I was being used. Thank goodness. I hope you stood up for yourself. I'd only slept a few hours in 2 days. Go take a nap, please. You deserve it. I hadn't had an opportunity to enjoy this time with family. I had given it all I had. I was at a breaking point. I excused myself, changing to head to the airport for my flight in 2 hours and started feeling pretty emotional. Oh, I can't blame you. One of my aunts came into my room whilst I was packing and mentioned the way the bridesmaids were acting, and I couldn't help it but I started to cry. Unknown to me, she called my cousin's dad. Oh, yes. Yes! Consequences! And shared with him I was upset. Next thing I know, my cousin and her intoxicated mother are in my room screaming at me. Deep breaths, everybody. How dare you ruin her special day? What the F is wrong with you? And more. I'm fine. Let's continue. I didn't even get a word in. I was asked to leave and did. Probably screamed at to leave. A week later, I received an invite to the wedding. It wasn't the one I made? The one you spent money to... your hard-earned money to make? They threw out all the work I had done. No, they did not. I never got an apology for the way I was verbally accosted, or even the basic courtesy of asking, why are you upset? Oh gee, empathy. Oh, what a concept. It's almost like people aren't robots, and you shouldn't treat them like that. I sing to soothe the rage. Alright, I'm getting too warm. Alright, normal Amanda's back. See how long she sticks around. Our family has been split down the middle now, with half the family not going to the wedding and others going because they didn't want to pick sides. I mean, by going to the wedding, you kinda have. And that's what sucks about stuff like this. Like, it shouldn't be about, like, picking sides. It should be about, like, communicating in a healthy way to resolve the issue so that we can continue. Or, like, not engage anymore. Because sometimes, when it comes to certain people, you just can't. Because it's just better for everyone in the long run if you just don't engage anymore. But she didn't even get a chance to do that. Obviously, this would be in a perfect world that we didn't have to, like, take sides. Sometimes, really... people really test those waters, don't they? Because it's like you want to have empathy. I mean, speaking from my experience, you want to have empathy for the people who are acting terrible. Because, like, you understand there's a reason for it. Clear distinction between reason and excuse. There can be a reason for something without excusing the horrid behavior. Remember, feelings are valid. Mistreating people is not. So it's like, you want to have empathy. But ooh, people make it hard, don't they? That's the thing, there's always a reason. That does not make it an excuse. Okay? Moving on. Stating things like, you know she's young and immature. She's spoiled, you know this. Or things like this have a way of working themselves out. Saying, I should be the mature... By just laying down and taking it? Are you kidding me? No! Nay! Are these the same people are supposedly not taking sides? From what I'm reading, this just translates to enabling bad behavior. Stop. Desist. It's like, why do you think she's spoiled? You think there's a reason for it? I tried texting and calling my cousin every day for a week after the shower to fix this, because I'm trying to be the mature one and communicate, to air my feelings and have an adult conversation. I got one response, saying she wasn't in the right mindset to deal with my drama. It's not drama, it's a legitimate issue. And, like, obviously we don't know what tone that was said in. Benefit of the doubt again. It could be like, oh, like, I'm just not in the right mindset to do this. Like, let me cool down first so I can have this conversation. That's better. But given what we've read, it sounds like it's more the petty kind, where it's like, I don't want to talk to you. But that I should still come to the wedding and eventually we'll talk. Post that message, I've heard she's telling family members that initially came to her shower to make a scene and ruin her day.
Why are you the way that you are?
And then I'm just upset I'm not in the wedding. Oh, you hear that? The sound of my blood pressure rising. I do think it's odd that not one single member of our side of the family is in the wedding, while other families are represented somehow. That's still pretty weird. Like, why was your first thought to not include your family? And I do think it's sad that her bridesmaid selections didn't have more substance. I don't really know what that means. It felt like a slap in the face to be talked about for what I could offer, but never asked to actually be part of her wedding. That's the craziest thing too. Like, not only the bride, but the entire family took advantage of her kindness, her poor sweetheart, to do literally, it sounds like everything with like setup and she didn't even sleep for like 2 days, just to turn around and say like, you're ruining my wedding, when she was just trying to like not break down. She did break down into tears because she was so exhausted. You couldn't muster enough empathy to see how she was doing based on the things that you were making her do? I'm fine. A lack of empathy is very sad. I think if she really cared or really wanted me there, she'd have taken the time to address this, period. Proud of you for understanding your worth in this regard. We are family. If the shoe were on the other foot, I would have asked my crying cousin what was wrong. Gee, someone cries and you want to see if something's wrong and see how you can help them? Ew, according to everyone, apparently. Am I the a-hole for boycotting? Should I have taken the high road? This is you taking the high road. You're placing boundaries. Wow. Boundaries are good, especially when everyone's acting like immature butt wipes. I missed the wedding and other family members did too. Half the family isn't talking now. The ripple effect has been insane. I can't help but feel like I should have just taken the blame and gone to the wedding and kissed her. Just to avoid the fallout. Like, this mess is on me, like I had some hurt feelings. I'm really glad you didn't go to the wedding. I'm glad that you put your foot down eventually and be like, hey, this is kind of not fair. You did the right thing, not the a-hole. I'm so sorry. Let's take a cleansing breath, everyone, if you got as heated as I did. That was a long one. This story could be a video in itself. Maybe it will be. I don't know. Maybe it'll just be a mega episode. Sounds fun. This is the sleepover after all. Did I? I did say reaction sleepover. We're good. Am I the a-hole for kicking the majority of my husband's family out of our wedding when they celebrated their traditions, but violated many of my personal rules and boundaries? The theme of this episode is violating boundaries. Woohoo! Who needs those, I guess? Me, 27 female, and my husband, 30 male, just got married this January, but the wedding was an absolute mess. For context, my husband, Ben, has a very close-knit family that doesn't take well to outsiders, surprises, or change. Okay. How was it when they met you then? Was it like a whole court ruling where they had to determine whether you were a good fit? Order in the family court. We shall decide today whether you are accepted in this family. White wig and all. Most family reunions and gatherings don't allow plus ones or spouses, just immediate family. Ben has 2 brothers and 1 sister. Each of my in-laws have wives/husbands, yet they still aren't allowed to come to the majority of family events, so it's fortunately not just me. Wait, why? What? But they're family now. So weird. Even though I can't attend most events with this family, I still have a somewhat decent relationship with them. Good enough, I guess. Before the wedding, I never had a major issue with them, but they've always been distant from me and I really don't mind. Like, whatever, I guess. Now let's talk about the wedding. The wedding was planned for New Year's Day, since that was the day we met, the day Ben asked me to be his girlfriend, and the day he proposed. Cute! So that holiday has always been very special to us. Everyone agreed that New Year's Day was a perfect day for the wedding, so no issues there. Is that the only agreement? Unfortunately, we did have a problem with other things. Ben's family has a lot of odd traditions that they do, and over the years I put up with them and embraced them. They include having a homemade sheet cake rather than a professional wedding cake wearing all white. Everyone wearing white? And having all the children walk up the aisle to toss flowers rather than having one designated flower girl/boy. I mean, those things themselves, like, sound fine, but if the bride wants to. However, I wanted my wedding day to be good for the both of us, so we made some compromises. We could have had the homemade sheet cake, but we both had to agree on the flavor and design. Anyone could wear what they wanted besides white, and there would be no children at the wedding. My husband suggested that, not me. We talked to both our families and everyone agreed that these rules and boundaries were fine. Or so we thought. The day of the wedding came and my side of the family was dressed appropriately, no children were present, everything was going great. Then Ben's family came. There were lots of children and babies and everyone was wearing all white. Went in through one ear and out the other, I suppose. The disregard. The audacity. I can't imagine just being this much of a brat. she said she didn't want that, then just don't do it. It's not that hard. It's pretty unfortunate in these sort of like reverse situations, because, you know, you have stories of people who, you know, of brides, grooms, whatever, making it totally about them, which can be not okay. And then this flip side of the family's making it all about them. Just like, it's about the whole family. Can you just be nice? Come on. Either parties. And, you know, even guests too, when guests are being Zillas, it's not all about you. That's the whole point. It's about everybody. It's so weird that this is so difficult for some people. Apparently their traditions were more important than what I had to say. Only 3 people actually respected the rules. 3 people actually respected the rules set in place. The spouses of Ben's siblings. Wow. Ben and I were mortified. We immediately kicked them out and allowed the 3 people who followed the rules to stay, but they left with their partners, which we didn't mind. The wedding went on as normal, but it felt ruined. We ended up canceling the post-wedding celebration after some of his family members snuck inside? Ew! This is not Mission Impossible. You're not Tom Cruise. Be gone. After he came back from our honeymoon, we were both berated by his family members and basically shunned from his family.
Excommunicated.
I feel guilty for not allowing them to practice their traditions. Am I the a-hole? Yet again, a very clearly sweet person being taken advantage of by turd buckets. My eye's twitching so much it just closes because I just can't even. I might as well just close both of them because I don't love to see this. Edit, I'm shocked by these comments. For the longest time I thought my husband's family was just weird, but you guys really opened my eyes. I think I was blinded by love for the longest time. I never really saw the bigger picture here. I wrote this around April, but I only just recently posted this since I put it in my drafts and forgot about it. We're still avoiding them and staying no contact. Good. Boundaries. Am I the a-hole for not including my sister-in-law in photos during my bachelorette party because she wore white? I'm getting married, yay! And my brother John asked me to include his girlfriend Sarah as a bridesmaid as a way to get her involved with our family since he wants to propose soon. I wasn't happy. She's quite snobbish, almost in a comically villainous way. She once made fun of the fact that I get most of my groceries from the local big box supercenter and not somewhere with more high-quality product. Are you kidding me? Those places are great. You get just as good food. All right, Sarah, you're not off to a great start here. But I love John and it mattered a lot to him, so I agreed. Again, sweet baby soul. The purity is so kind yet taken advantage of. Onto the issue. On the final night of my bachelorette party, we decided to have one big meal that was really pricey and fancy that we all saved up for. Sarah said she had to take an emergency work meeting and for us to go ahead first. The restaurant was walkable from our hotel. Guys, when Sarah showed up, I was floored. What is it? She came in a white sparkly sequin number with a tulle skirt and a tiara. Entering comically villainous behavior. Are you trying to steal attention? Are you okay? Girl? No. Desist. There's a better way to get attention. I promise. You don't gotta be this messy. When we were planning the trip, my maid of honor made it abundantly clear that everyone was supposed to wear pink. Pink! Like, I did a better job showing up than this person. I'm ready for the wedding. So we could get a really cute photo together at the restaurant. I am not even kidding. Her outfit was so bridal looking, the waitress actually asked if we were having a joint bachelorette party. I was so upset that when it came time to take photos, I absolutely refused to have Sarah in them. Again, sometimes brides freak out for no reason. This is not one of them. You have every right to freak out here. Sarah, you're being messy. And really, it's hard to not like, she's doing this on purpose. She absolutely is. She said it wasn't her fault because she didn't get the memo. But I told her it was common sense to not wear a bridal looking dress to a bachelorette party. Ooh. If you're not the bride. Plus, she was in the group chat and even made comments about another girl's outfit when we were talking about what we wanted to wear. So I know she knew. Like, girl. There's a better way. There's so anything but this. Well, not anything, but like so many things besides this. Just do better. All my friends were on my side and they made sure she didn't end up in the photos. She tried to sneak in. Photobomb, like. swatting her like a fly, like, get out of here, you're not welcome. Got another Tom Cruise wannabe trying to Mission Impossible her way into the photos. When we got home, she pitched a fit to my brother, so threw a tantrum. Great. Saying we bullied her at my party and deliberately left her out. What's this? The consequences of your actions? What a concept. She was also pissed because a lot of family and friends noticed she wasn't in the photos and I wasn't afraid to tell them exactly why. Like, you really think she had any right to be in the photo after this? Okay. My brother's really upset though because she's been crying and whining about it nonstop since... Apparently they're both so mad. He's mad too. Bro, you're telling me that your girlfriend showed up in bridal white to your sister's bachelorette party and you genuinely see no problem with that? Okay. Just checking. That they're going to skip Father's Day brunch, so the whole thing is blowing up even more. Because I can't communicate like freaking adult human beings. I'm starting to feel bad because my mom told me that my brother and Sarah were fighting a lot now. Like, that's her problem. So I'm not sure if I'm being the a-hole here. My brother called me a bridezilla, but I really feel like Sarah was trying to ruin my night. Once again! There are plenty of times, as we know, people are being bridezillas. This is not one of them! And that, my friends, is the end of today's video. I don't think my little chicken nugget brain can take anymore. It's fried just like it is at McDonald's. Like, I literally feel warm in this thing. Granted, this is like a blanket. This is a wearable blanket, so like, of course I'm warm. Once again, if you take anything from this video, it's just to please be a good human and to communicate like a responsible person. Because feelings are valid. Mistreating people is not. Lovely. Hope you enjoyed this latest installment of Amanda's Rage at outrageous behavior. I hope you're doing well, but if not, I hope this video has brightened your day at least a little bit. I appreciate you all so much, and I appreciate that you come and hang out with me and when we react to ridiculous stories and, you know, try to not let our brains melt in the process. Hope you had fun. And that is gonna be about it. I will see you in the next video. Till the next sleepover. Bye!